frozen lands of the Arctic, where snow sparkles like diamonds and the wind whispers icy secrets, lived a curious young explorer named Emma. Emma dreamed of understanding how animals and people could survive in such extreme cold. One day, she received a special invitation from Professor Frost, a famous polar scientist. "Welcome to the Arctic Research Station," said Professor Frost, his beard covered in tiny ice crystals. "Here we study how to survive in one of Earth's most challenging environments." Emma was amazed by the cozy research station despite the freezing temperatures outside. "How does it stay so warm in here when it's so cold outside?" she asked. "That's the magic of insulation," Professor Frost explained. "Just like how animals have thick fur or blubber, our station has special layers that trap heat inside and keep cold out." Together, they built a mini shelter using different materials to demonstrate how insulation works. They discovered that air pockets trapped between layers were excellent at preventing heat transfer. That night, the sky exploded with dancing green and purple lights. "The northern lights," gasped Emma. "They're even more beautiful than in pictures." "Those magical lights are actually a scientific phenomenon," smiled Professor Frost. "They happen when tiny particles from the sun collide with gases in our atmosphere. Our Earth's magnetic field guides these particles toward the poles," continued Professor Frost, drawing in the snow to explain the concept. "So the Earth has a protective shield?" asked Emma. "Exactly. Earth's magnetic field is like an invisible bubble that protects us from harmful solar radiation." The next day, they observed polar animals and learned how their bodies adapted to the extreme cold. Polar bears with their thick fur and layer of fat, Arctic foxes with their insulating fur and small ears. Emma also learned about the challenges of finding food and water in such a harsh environment. Professor Frost showed her how to melt snow safely for drinking water. As her Arctic adventure came to an end, Emma realized that understanding science was the key to surviving in extreme environments. She couldn't wait to share everything she had learned. "Remember, Emma," said Professor Frost as they said goodbye, "science helps us solve problems and survive anywhere, even at the freezing poles of our amazing planet."